Hey, what's up? It's me, Jessica J, and I was just wondering if you've ever sat and thought to yourself, what should I say before I kiss a girl? Well, I'm glad you asked, because today I'm going to go over the 4 things you should absolutely be saying to us before you lock your lips to ours, and to make sure you never miss out on another opportunity to make things between you and the woman you want extra hot. Or another one of my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with the notification bell. Okay, I can't tell you how many times I've been in a situation where a guy is about to kiss me and he's either just like being really awkward about it or trying too hard to force a moment, and it just like totally makes my lady boner go, Aw. Now, the things I'm about to go over are not things that will make her make a move on you. That's your job. These are just things that are gonna make your kiss that much more wanted and that much more explosive to get her gearing up to go to Pound Town with you thereafter. And make sure you stay till the very end, because the last tip is the absolute most underrated, most important one you could possibly use in that moment when you're about to lock those luscious lips together. Okay, so the very first thing you can say to a girl before you go in for the kiss is, okay, I just have to. Saying, okay, I just have to is really calling to attention your desire for her in that moment. We want guys who want us. And when you aren't scared to show just how much you need us in that moment and just how badly you want us, that gets us even more excited and wanting you just as bad. I always say your energy is going to be contagious in that moment, and we're going to feel it just as well. So if you're sitting there and telling us and showing us just how compelled you feel, how incited into action you feel into kissing us, we are going to feel that much more electrified in that kiss and wanting even more than just a kiss thereafter. The second one is for you guys who just aren't used to being that guy who's making moves everywhere you go, and that's, I really hope this goes well. I'm going to tell you right now, we women very much appreciate guys who can voice their vulnerabilities without showing their insecurities. I know that's a little hard to explain. It's kind of like saying, oh man, I was pretty nervous. I changed my outfit like 4 times. How about you? Versus, nobody really ever like shows up to these dates, so I almost didn't come because, you know, nobody ever wants to really go on a date with me anyway. Do you see the difference? So saying something like, I really hope this goes well, with confidence and still going in for the kiss shows us that you're not afraid to be vulnerable in this vulnerable moment, because you're still gonna do it. You're still gonna go in for the kiss, but admitting that, well, I'm not sure if I should be doing this, but fuck it, I'm gonna do it anyway, shows the type of balls you need to want us to have your balls in our mouths. The third one, I just got chills reading it, but the third one is this okay? Now, the name of the video is things you say before you go in for the kiss. So you are absolutely still gonna go in for the kiss, even though you say, is this okay? Because we're gonna be like, is what okay? And then you're just gonna fucking do it. We're gonna be like, oh my God, what a surprise. Oh my God, surprise in my mouth and surprise on my puss. It is in that not asking for permission and just doing it and asking her for permission, so to speak, that makes us feel like we are complicit in our consent in the matter. We can easily be like, no, that wasn't okay, but at least you asked. Again, the point is to just motherfucking go in for it. I don't want you to think like, oh, I gotta say these things and then wait for her to give me a green light. No, we are already assuming that you're gonna go in. You're gonna go in no matter what. These are just things to say to get our lady juices flowing even harder for you when you get into Pound Town. Because let's be honest, it's always better when they're flowing. And up until this point, if you know damn well you're not very good at saying anything else before this point, and you're not even sure if you should go in for the kiss because you haven't really gotten any signals up until this point, don't forget to check out my Speak to Spark Arousal program where I go over step by step how to incite arousal in a woman in a conversation by engaging and turning up those emotions within us in order to get us super excited for you to go in for that kiss no matter what you say. Again, that is at speaktosparkarousal.com. And the very last one, I mentioned this being extremely underrated, and a lot of guys will refuse to fucking do this because it feels so awkward, which is saying, here's a very unfortunate part of the seduction process. A lot of men will confuse sexual tension with awkward silence. But let me tell you what, you need us to feel that sexual tension in order to want to break that tension with some sexy time. So I was just watching this new show on Netflix before I started filming, and this guy and this girl met randomly at a bar, and they're about to part ways, and they're both just staring at each other. And as they're staring at each other, I'm like, ah, kiss, kiss, kiss! And they're just not saying anything, and I just felt the desperation in myself for him to kiss her. And that is exactly what any woman watching that and that woman in that moment would be feeling in that silence, is that need and that desperation to break that necessary sexual tension. So those are the 4 things you can say to us ladies in order to get us even more excited and geared up to go down to Pound Town with you. And if you know you're flubbing up your steps from here to Pound Town a little bit, you could use some work, don't forget to check out my Speak to Spark Arousal system at speaktosparkarousal.com. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.